Yay, we're live. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, let me put down the name of what we're doing today. Hi, Sandra. Good evening. Thank you for joining. How has been your day beyond Upwork? I'm trying to put the topic so I can pin it down. LinkedIn. Yep. How has been your day, Sandra? Hope you're good. LinkedIn. Client acquisition. I'm trying to find the perfect English so that it's not too long. Awesome. Thank you. Sandra, if you could help as well share on the stressful. Oh, sorry. It's been a very stressful day for me as well. But we move, right? Halfway sleepy. We move and what is going on with this? But thank you for joining. Borderless no go gree. Yes, so borderless can't allow us. We have to go borderless. We either go borderless or we go home. And that's why we're doing this. I'm trying to pin the comments. Okay, I think I have that. But I'm sure you'll be able to rest after this. Thank you so much for joining. Hi, Eben. Hello, the sweet case. Thank you for joining. Guys, just give me a few seconds. Let me put on. Sorry, guys, I'm back. Okay, please do me a favor. Kindly share this. Welcome on board. Hi, Davis. Good to see you again today. Thank you so much for joining. Do me a favor by sharing this with your community or with your friends or your status. Sandra, if you could share this or just inform them at the back end as well that we're live. That would be very helpful. As always, we're just going to take the first few minutes to just really wait for people to join in. I noticed that the timing, a lot of times, people start joining more by 8:30 when we're planning to wrap up. But then we have to do what we have to do. We have to do what we have to do. Thank you for joining. White Diamond, thank you again. It's good to see you. Jay Ogona, Joseph, thank you for joining again. Please share the live if you can. I'm not sure I can, except I live here, so I'm not going to attempt today. But thank you so much. I'm not going to ask us where we're joining in from, because I think the people that I have on the call right now already know where we're joining from. But if you know that this is your first time on our session or you've not introduced yourself, please do us that honor and that favor and that privilege to just mention your name and the location where you're joining in from. It'll be very good to also know what you do. Thank you, Okwemi. Thank you for joining. Good evening. Hope you had a good day. How was your day, guys? Please tell me in the chat box. I want to know something. I'm trying to do a survey. Sandra already told me she had a stressful day. I told her too. I had a very stressful day. In fact, my eyes are really tired, sleepy, but we move. We have to do this. So please feel free to tell me in the chat box. I'm not seeing chat. Is it my connection? Okay. I think it's moving now. I can see it. So please just drop your name if you have not done that before and where you're joining from. Eben from Akure, digital marketing strategist. Thank you, Eben, for coming on board. And I think at some point in the conversation as well, you'll be joining me upstage. And guys, if you know that whatever conversation we're having at some point, you have one or two ideas to share beyond typing it in the comment section. You want to come up, you would like to show your face. You like to speak with us on the live, why not? I'm very open to that. Popcorn style, like what we do on Clubhouse. You can come up to the stage, we have that conversation together. And today is really so much about LinkedIn, right? There's so much going on. I mean, we started from day one. We talked about Upwork. Thank you for having me. You're welcome. We talked about client acquisition, entry strategies. Titi Layomi from Ibadan, thank you so much, sis, for being here. We started from the entry strategies for Upwork. And then yesterday, we took it to the next level. We started talking about the profile and all of those things. Introduction to freelancing, then how to get your account approved. But now there is a very, very critical part of the conversation in terms of client acquisition, positioning yourself, especially in this borderless world. LinkedIn, you cannot overlook LinkedIn. LinkedIn is one of the most powerful it's beyond a website now. It's more like a marketplace. It's beyond just a social media platform. LinkedIn is a powerhouse. A lot is happening there. And people are not so much, a lot of people are not interested in LinkedIn because they just feel like it's complicated. An average Nigerian will tell you they don't have anything on their LinkedIn. The last time they updated is probably a year ago, or the last job they did. If you've been to my LinkedIn profile before, just anybody randomly, if you've been to my LinkedIn profile before, you will know that you can never meet the same thing every time you go there. And if you've observed that before and you're here, please just let me know in the comments section. I know people who constantly come to my profile almost every month. I don't know what they are looking for. And I see it and I just laugh. Like, you, this old man, what are you looking for? I feel like some people intentionally come to see, let me see what Amy has changed again. Because yes, I keep learning new things. You have to update yourself. Oh, Sandra, you've been there. Have you noticed? Have you been there twice? And did you notice any difference? I'm always changing something, tweaking something. So your LinkedIn should be a representation of you, your reality, except you are not moving, except you are not growing, except you are not adding more knowledge. You can give me the excuse or reasons why your LinkedIn profile should be static. But if you're constantly learning, if you are growing and building capacities, you're having more experiences, taking courses, enlarging your course, then your LinkedIn should be a full representation of that. Whether it's pro bono project you're working on, volunteering, you took a new course, whatever it is you're doing, you have a project you're working on, your LinkedIn should be a full representation of what you're currently doing. And I've had the privilege to change my LinkedIn several times. Through the times that I pivoted in my career, several times I've done that a lot. So that's what I just want to share that today. But I'm going to offer a disclaimer. I'll issue out a disclaimer. I'm not an expert in LinkedIn. I'm not a LinkedIn expert. We have people who say they are LinkedIn expert. I am not claiming to be one. If you call me an Upwork expert, I would say yes. I'll gladly take my honors because I paid my dues. But I'm not going to call myself a LinkedIn expert. Why? Because I just do the needful. And I'm going to be sharing what works for me. So if there are things that works for you and you've joined us tonight, thank you so much for joining. Dr. Friday, I see you. Mbatu, thank you so much. That's Stephen. Alok, thank you for joining. So if there are tips that has worked for you, what you have on your profile, you can share with us at any point in time. So that's really what we're talking about. 807, I guess we can kickstart right away. I wanted to have that introduction. And I wrote some things down as well. Today will be the first day I probably would want to look at my notes. Because I wish this was a Zoom. I can literally share my screen, right? Then I'll be able to take us to LinkedIn so that I can take us through graphical examples of what I'm saying. But there's going to be an assignment for everyone joining the call. I don't want to come here every time to just talk. I want to see us taking actual steps. Let there be a practical manifestation. Manifestation sounds so Christianish. Give me another word. But let there be a practical step, right? That you're literally doing something about all of these things that we're talking about. For example, when we're talking about Upwork, I want to know you've created an account. Now that we're talking about LinkedIn, I want to know if you go back after this class and you refine something, you're finding something to do. And now how you will know that you have not even started is how many views do you have on your profile on a typical week? On a typical week, how many people view your profile? How many people view your profile on a monthly basis? Now, LinkedIn will consistently share with you your analytics, right? More like the back end. Who's viewed your profile? We see those things. Whether they hide, whether they share, whether they were open, you are able to see it. Now, this is mine for the last 90 days. 786 people. I wish we can actually do a screen share on this phone. 786 people have viewed my profile in the last 3 months. Sometimes in a week, I see 70, 120. Sometimes in a month, in 2 months, I see things like 376 people viewed your profile. And I'm wondering, what are they looking for? Right? What are people really looking for? And I'm not an SEO expert. I wish there's an SEO expert here in the house. But what I do know is there are keywords. There are keywords you use. There are industry-specific keywords. So in whatever capacity, in whatever work you do in your field, there are keywords in that field that you know that if you were the one looking for somebody like yourself to do a service for you, whether as a freelancer or a full-time employee. Thank you so much for joining Ayodeji Western West. in whatever capacity that you are, there are keywords for your industry, your sector, your experience. So have you done an audit? I want to start with that. You need to do an audit. What is missing on my profile? There had to be something you need to tweak. When was the last time you updated it? Just like Upwork. In fact, I think Upwork is a representation, is a freelance representation of LinkedIn, because on Upwork as well, there are things like the profile section, the picture section, the experience section, the educational section. You talk about the volunteering section, the courses section, the recommendation section, where people recommend you literally. It's called testimonial on Upwork. So all of this put together, I see the similarities between Upwork and LinkedIn. And so it's the same strategy. It's just that, LinkedIn is more open. In fact, just yesterday, for people who are on my WhatsApp status, I was sharing how I was just Googling myself. And this is something you should do. After this live session, put your name on Google. What comes out? What do you see about yourself? If you don't see so much, then there is work to be done. You have a lot to actually do. After this session, just put your name, your full name, put it on Google. Temitope Olukunle, and I do that from time to time just to see what is there. I just want to be sure. Am I still positioned? Is it showing the right thing? I hope I've not posted something. There are things that I like on LinkedIn. When you click on my name, when I saw my name, I saw the post that I like, not my post, people's post. I saw them reflecting under my name, and I was shocked. I am not the one who posted this thing. So AI, the algorithms of LinkedIn is crazy now. The analytics is mad. You were not the one who posted it. You simply liked a picture. If you've experienced this, please just confirm in the chat. Let me know if it's something you've observed. Just yesterday, I still saw it. Other people's posts that I liked. In fact, the ones I commented on, there's a younger lady, one of the teenagers that I have privileged to coach some years ago. She was given an award at Enactors. Enactors used to be SIFE. It's a body, and then she was given an award, and I made a comment, "Oh, proud of you. This is good. This is how it should be." I checked my name on Google yesterday, and I saw it there. And I was wondering, what is going on? So it means that, why am I saying this, right? Everything you do on the internet is keeping record. So whether it's a rant, whether you're commenting on posts that is not a positive representation of what you stand for, it's not something you're probably proud of, you liked or you commented, or it was something you did, whatever it is going to be shown online. So this should, why am I saying this? I'm starting with the letter A. Audit your role, audit your profile, audit your online representation. I did not know that I opened a Twitter account about 12 years ago. I used to tell people I don't have a Twitter account until maybe 2 or 3 months ago. I don't know, maybe last year. One of these searches that I do randomly searched for my name, and I saw a Twitter account. I'm like, I saw my name. I said, is this me? I can't remember creating this. I created it, I guess, more than 15 years ago. What am I even saying? I was a teenager, and I'm like, wow, do I have post there? And I can't take it back because I'm not sure I have access. I tried to recover password. I don't even know the email that I used. But the internet has kept the record for me. So whatever I've posted there, I can't take it back. It's there. You want to audit your online presence. So go back to your LinkedIn profile. Just like we said about Upwork, start from the profile picture section. Now, unlike Upwork, LinkedIn is more professional. Your web footprint is very important. What you post, what you comment on. Absolutely, Okbayemi. Thank you so much for that. Very, very critical. So you want to start just like Upwork with your comment section as well. I said comment section, like with your picture profile, you want to have a professional picture there. You move from there. There are sections called open to work. So if you're open to, they just say open to, you can click on it. Put in your, the options. You have options to choose the type of role you are open to. Under that section, just beside it, you can add section as well. Just under that, you have the list of the jobs you are open to. So you want to choose what is visible. You can decide this should be visible to everybody on LinkedIn. You can decide it should be visible to only recruiters. Now, over the last few months, I personally have to look for people on LinkedIn for freelancing opportunities. Just recently, a guy just got an opportunity as well, where he's going to be earning like, I think it's about $3,000 or thereabouts every month. Yes. I got him on LinkedIn as well. But there are so many people. Now, when we talk about borderlessness, globalization, opportunities are online. So your opportunities are online, but your threats are online. They are online too. What do I mean by threat? Competition is online. So just like you have opportunities online, there is a lot of competition as well. So there are a lot of people doing what you do. What's so special about you? There are people who have the same experience that you have. People who are doing, if your job title is something like a content writer, for example, click on content writers on LinkedIn and you see the hundreds of people that will come out. But there's something that makes a difference. There's something that makes people rank higher than the other. Is what they have in their profile. So you want to go to your profile now, your job experience. From the most recent to the oldest. From the latest to the oldest. You want to arrange it there. At least 1 or 2 job roles. What you've done in that job. Not necessarily, the mistake I see people do is literally copying a job description to represent what they've done. No, there are 2 different things. What they write in the job description they give you is the task that you will be doing, right? Is like the responsibility, the role. You need to tweak that. For example, let me give a practical example of how a job you've done before. I know there's a lot of debate around this. A job you've done before is not your current role. Should you represent what you did in that role with past tense? Or you literally write it? Because I see people do this. How do I write? Somebody should give me an example. Responsible for maintaining the status quo in something. You wrote it in a way that they will know that you literally copied this thing. Past tense is past tense. So you should be using past tense. Worked on things that are, at least past tense. So they know that this person knows what they're doing. You didn't literally copy it and paste. I'm waiting for somebody to help me out on an example. I know you guys are gurus, so I'm waiting. I'm trusting you guys to do that tonight. But you know what I mean. So you want to have a proper representation of your job. And then when you move away from that, you can then move to, there's a new feature called the featured. The featured is in your field. I know it's not everyone that will be a thought leader. We all won't be. We're not all going to be thought leaders. Somebody wrote something. Let me see if it's a question. Adeyinka Bamigbola. Adeyinka, do you want to, let me know, do you want to chip in something or you want to ask a question before I accept you to join? I'll definitely do that, but let me know. Let me know very quickly. So pretty much I'm trying to run fast because I still want to bring somebody up. I don't mind if we have up to 2 people, as long as you guys can speak to the crux of the day. That's the second thing. You want to ensure that even under that particular, I was saying something before, Victor, you made me lose my train of thoughts. I'm coming. Okay, let me move on. Then you move to your experiences, of course. After your experience, you move to your licenses and certification, your education, and then your licenses. You want to have a proper representation of that as well. If there's anything you've done at all, it doesn't have to be e.g. manage office documents and files. Exactly. As against managed office documents and files. Exactly. So you want to represent it in a past tense format, just so that people know that you know what you're saying. Because people look at these things. Now, this conversation is not just about freelancing. It's also if you are looking at securing full-time roles. As a full-time employee, you are looking to, secure a new job. You're looking for new opportunities. These are the things you find on LinkedIn, right? For me, when I look for these people, when I look for applicants, maybe I want to hire a Java developer, for example, or most recently, I've been looking for about 5 roles. DevOps engineer. Feature. Thank you so much, Ecom. Let me write it down. Feature. That's the feature aspect. So recently, I've been looking for site reliability engineers, DevOps, QA testers. I think I have enough Java and some other roles like that. And because LinkedIn is my main source. LinkedIn is most recruiters' main source of looking for these people. And there are a lot of people that will come out. One thing people don't know is the first thing a recruiter is looking for on your profile or on your CV is a mistake. I know it's counterintuitive, right? It sounds like, what do you mean it's a mistake? Nobody wants to waste their time. People have a lot of things to do. So HRs have work to do as well. They probably have hundreds of CVs to look at. I have over 100 links. If one of my VA, who helped me out, very great guy, very supportive, he's here. I saw him earlier. I don't know if you are still here, Steven. 120, he gave me up to 100 links, up to 100 or 120 links. Of course, I gave the features that I was looking for. So imagine I have 100 links, 100 people to look at their profile. And you think as an HR, I want to be looking for what is it. No, the first thing is I want to look for the mistake so that I can get out. Okay, oh no, error. Because there's no time. We're working with time. So you want to ensure that you are rightly positioned and you are putting your best foot forward. They are seeing the most important thing, not fluff, right? That's this. Let me go back to the section, the feature section. Everybody will not be a thought leader. Everybody will not be out there like Temi. Everybody will not be out there like some of us. You want people to know that you are good at what you do. You want a proper representation. But I think it's a good thing once in a while. Don't let your profile be that profile that a client comes to, or a recruiter or an HR or organization, they come to and they see that this person has not posted in a while. It's written boldly on your profile that, oh, Temi has not posted in a while. That should not be your profile. So you want to use the feature or the post feature. There's the feature itself. It's a feature. Feature is a feature. And then there's the post feature as well. You want to post something you're working on. If you're not posting anything, are you commenting on right content? Just so that it keeps your account engaged. Because when we see something like a comment like, Temi has not posted in a while, people don't even know if you are still on LinkedIn. They don't know if you still open your LinkedIn. Maybe you forgot your password. So this guy is not even on LinkedIn again. He doesn't even open the LinkedIn. Meanwhile, you're always on LinkedIn every day. You're just not active. So you don't want to be that person. Start posting gradually. Start with what you do. You don't have to start teaching, but you want to start sharing thoughts, ideas on your day-to-day work, on your project, whatever it is that you can do. Start doing that with the feature. Thank you so much for sharing that, Ekom. And then, of course, from your feature, you move to education, the licenses, maybe the side things you've worked on. If you've worked on a volunteering project, please include it on your LinkedIn. Someone once hired me because they saw that I had done podcasting. Now, podcasting is not volunteering. She is a coach, and she just thought if you podcast, it means you speak. And I need you to begin to stand with me when I'm speaking with clients. I need somebody who is confident. So if you have a podcast and you are doing it on a regular basis, it means you have an idea of what it means to be a thought leader, or you have an idea of what it means to express yourself. And that for her was a good thing. She was like, we're going to do this. And that's how I got the job. For another person, it was because they saw the volunteering experiences that I have. So almost everybody know that I volunteer for United Nations. UNV is on my profile. Don't hide your lights. Let it be there. United Nations volunteer. Yes. In my school, when I was in school, I was a Rotaractor. It's there. You did something in your church. I think we said that yesterday as well. You can find it there, what I did in my church. So you want to update your profile with this volunteering experience. Don't let it be dry. Move forward. And then I moved to the skills session. Have at least 10 skills. You can have up to 30, 40. Have it there. But a lot of times, people just put the skills, but they don't match it to the job that owns the skills. So I have about, how many skills on my profile? I have about maybe 30-something skills or more. But they are all allocated to a different job. So if there's a job, can one post bootcamp projects as a data analyst? Absolutely. You can. Yes, you can. You should post it. As long as there are no regulations, like we said yesterday, like NDAs saying you cannot post this thing, you can post it. It shows that you're working on something. You are not dormant. You're moving forward. You are growing. That's very critical. How do you do this when you have a skills and you match it? When you go to the skills section, when you click on it, it will ask you, among all of your experiences that you have listed, which of these roles did you apply these particular skills? So in one of my, maybe one of my skills is business requirement documentation, or in one of it is my Jira skills, or my Confluence skills, or my business process analysis. In which of these roles, which of these roles did you use this skill? If it is in everything, allocate it there. If it is in one role, put it there. With that, when people come to your profile, they are seeing your role. Now, nobody should live here. Now, nobody should live this life and go and be doing test run. When we finish, you can take note. When we leave here, you can go to your LinkedIn to go and search. You can go to mine to confirm all these things that I'm saying as well. It's just that I will know. If you come to my profile, I'll catch you. I'll catch you. I'll see your name. So, if you like, hide. I use LinkedIn Premium. I'll catch you. Just joking. Feel free to go to the profile, check whatever you want to check, see whatever you can, I'm not saying copy, but see what I'm saying, like, okay, this is what she means here, this is what she means here. I teach what I do. I don't teach you, so I don't go near the things I don't do. Then after that, your licensing, the certification, whatever you do, you can put it there. And then you move to your volunteering as well, is there. You move to your skills, is there. Then the last part I want to mention is the recommendations part. People want to come to your profile and then they see that, oh, there are people who recommend you for jobs. You can ask your friends to recommend you. All you have to do is click on recommendation, put the name of the person you want to send it to, and it will send them a link. There they write whatever content they want to write about you, whether you've worked together on a project, you worked in the same team, you were their manager or they were your manager, your bosses, if you have a good record with them, why not send it to them? So when recruiters or HR or organizations or clients want to give you projects as a freelancer or as a full-time employee, when they show up on your profile and they come to the recommendation part, who are the people talking about this lady? Who are the people recommending her? They see that section. It doesn't take you anything to get people to write those things about you, except you've been a bad boy. And I don't think you've been a bad boy. There should be people, at least 3, that can say good things about you. Your work ethics, not your personal character. Yes, it can be included. For example, one of the things that I have is it's a pleasure to work with Temi. She's very hardworking, gives 100% of herself, both in working with the candidates and with colleagues. She's always willing to help and support, blah, blah, blah. This is my colleague in Poland. One of my colleagues in Canada also said, I've worked with Temi on a number of SDLC projects. The most recent was a job board product with Agile Train Consulting. She approaches work with enthusiasm, has a way of rubbing it off on others, blah, blah, blah. So you can get people who are not necessarily your colleagues, but even your friends who you have worked with on a project. I have my friend here too, Michael. He's not my colleague. We don't work together, but we do voluntary work together. We do clubhouse sessions together. He's seen my work ethics over the last 1.5 years that we've been friends. So he can vouch for me. Oh, I know Temi's work ethics. We've worked on this and this together. You can ask people like that to also write for you. You will see his recommendation there on my profile. So you want to be creative, think outside of the box, do that, and then now all of this that I said is positioning. But positioning without being visible, like you going out there as well, is a waste of time. So yes, you have positioned your house well. When they come to your profile, they see that you're active, you know what you're doing. But if you don't go out as well, if you wait for people to always come, it's also a waste of time. So you want to go out there also. You want to apply for jobs. Use the filter section. Create alerts. And that's why you see people getting a lot of jobs every time. So that you don't have to actively look for the job. You can set alert. Go to the job section. Click on the ones you want. Choose the working conditions. Remote on-site hybrid. Choose if you want one or the 3 of them. Yes. The location, choose. Whatever it is, choose, then set alert. It will keep sending it to your email. I think I've been able to do justice to what I have down in my head that I wanted to share. I don't know if let me see, Eben is here. Guys, if you have any question, please feel free to drop it at this point. Thank you so much, Jubal. Nice work. Thank you so much. I appreciate this. Thank you. Eben, if you're here, please send a request to come and join the live. Let me know so that I can add you to the live if you're still here. Let's just real justice. Nice. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Thank you. Eben, please send a request and I'll bring you up. Let's just have a brief conversation. I'm here. Awesome session. Thank you. Are you ready to come up now? You wanted to share also your experience with LinkedIn and maybe touch a bit on resume. Yeah. Are you ready to come up? I'm sending a request. So come up. If you have a question, guys, this is the time. Let's do this. We don't waste time here. Okay.
Yeah. Good evening.
Hi. Good evening. How are you doing today?
I'm awesome. It's been a wonderful time being here. Now
Great.
I'm like, why didn't I not come yesterday? Why did I not come yesterday?
You've been missing,
so
bro.
much value.
Yeah.
Like I was actually bogged down with work yesterday. That's why I was not here.
Oh,
but
wow.
Seriously, I want to ask you one question first off. But did you see my notes before you came here?
Oh, really?
Yeah, exactly.
I found this fight.
I'm like literally points I wanted to hit. We're hitting the points I wanted to emphasize, but there are still some stuff. Like literally, I was like this was a Google Meet. I would literally just share my screen with my laptop
and then show us what you have.
Like,
well, tell you what I've worked on, what I've done. That's what I shared.
I'm going to read off like in 2 minutes, so I don't waste. But I'm like your bio, your cover photo, your profile picture, your experiences. Put descriptions, put metrics and impacts.
Absolutely.
LinkedIn skill test, recommendations from people, connections with employers, keywords, like the secret
literally,
of
right?
Content creation. Literally. But
okay.
so I still give a lot of value to viewers. I'm just going to tell a short story. I've been in my space, digital marketing strategy, and running SEM and SEO for about 3-4 years now. But I've not really been on LinkedIn. I was that guy who knew so much and could say, like, oh, you're good at strategy. Then people get jobs of 200,000 plus, then come for me and be like, guy, how do I do this
Do
thing?
it for 50K. Hey.
And 50K, sometimes I don't even get paid. They are just like,
Oh
guy,
my
just let
God.
me run. Just let me run.
Joke, right?
I'm like, seriously, how do you guys get these jobs? That's when I had to double down and be like, there are tools I'm not using. I like saying this. This is my favorite quote at the moment. People with half your skills are getting paid twice.
Yes, sir.
Why? Because when you see that job opportunity, you don't apply, and what they do is that they keep applying. That single reason is one major reason why people don't earn as much as they should. So I got into the LinkedIn space about 2-3 months ago, and the first thing I did was optimize my bio. Basically, your bio should not just be, I will give it a tip, hence you've already said most of it. Your bio should not be boring. It should not look like, it should not be too academic. It should talk more about, it's your own bio, but it should talk more about what the customer wants or what your client wants than what you actually are. It's not really about how skilled you are, but how you portray that skill. I cannot go on my profile now and put, I'm a digital marketing strategist. And that's basically what I'm saying. No, I'll be like, okay, hey there, if you're a business person, I'm going to connect you to people who would pay in cash when you want it, how you want it.
That's you saying what you do for them. Bam.
Like, if I'm someone that is looking for a digital marketer, I'm like, yes, there's all this internal node. Then one thing I would like to note now is connection with employers. I had a friend and he told me this. He said many people, when they come on LinkedIn, they make this very big mistake when it comes to connections. They go and start connecting with all their friends as if it's Facebook. They connect with this one, they connect. I attend Futa. So when you just come there, you see many people from Futa, people who don't have their
Futa.
And I made that mistake first off, connecting. And it was like, if you are connected with these people on Facebook, on Instagram, on WhatsApp, on Telegram,
that's a different
thing. Why are they on LinkedIn again? You can talk with them if you want to talk with them elsewhere. Now, this is the danger in it. Your first degree connections, people you connect with directly, affect your second degree connections. Your second degree connections affect your third degree connections. People who will see your profile. So if the only people you are connecting with are people in Futa, let me use my example, that is how far your profile would go. It will take, like, let's say, the grace of God to push your profile out. Like, so the first step, if you want to optimize your profile, because I like very actionable steps, the first step I'll just say to audit the connections you have already. It's not in the amount of connections you have, like 500 connections that people tend close to. That is not, like, you can have 500 connections and only 2, 3, or 10 are bringing you value. I just have 37 connections, but in my, like, so far, in my, like, I've not really been, like, active on it because I got on a project and I had to go for some time. Because project through LinkedIn, actually, let me emphasize that.
Wow, nice.
I'm going to tell you basically what I did on my profile. I edited my bio. I changed my profile picture. So that profile picture, we need to fight some people on it. You are coming into
I need to flog them, and I'm going to flog some people tonight.
You are coming to a workspace and you are just putting any picture there. Like, it doesn't even look professional. I write CVs and I optimize LinkedIn for people, LinkedIn profiles for people. So I am like hands-on. Some CVs you would see, some resumes. Yes, some resumes you would see would just turn you off. When I want to prepare my resumes for my clients, I design it. I put colors like light blue, colors that will catch your eye.
Yeah.
Someone looked at a resume I designed and was like, why am I putting so much color? It has to be serious. And I'm like, this thing is not just about what you know, it's psychology. If I just see, if you put a CV I make, like with colors and the rest, and it's designed properly, and you just put normal writing or CV, you would read my own first. And like you said, recruiters don't have time.
No time, my brother.
So if you put them side by side, you will pick one first to read. And you might even, by the time you see what you want in this first one, you might say, okay, I found what I need. You don't go through the rest again. Just go through them to just be sure. Now, back to LinkedIn. Optimize your cover photo. It should show at least what you are doing. Basically, it's an easy way to do is just use Canva. Just go to Canva.
Go and design a banner.
Literally, just type cover photo for LinkedIn. These things are easy. Then I would like to point out, when you are posting your job description, don't just put that, okay, let's say you worked at Crasher. Put what you did there in metrics and impact. Like, what do I mean by that? Metrics, numbers. numbers. Okay, I managed, if you are a project manager, okay, I managed a team of about 50 people. Okay, you managed a team of about 50. What were you able to accomplish? And we're able to design a product in 3 months. That is better than just say, like what you said, manage products, bring
So
people
what did you
together,
save? Did you save the company money? Did
teamwork.
you achieve an ROI? Yeah.
That's the thing. Put those things there. Now, the secret sauce, even myself, I need to flog myself on this because I've been caught up in the current project. Content creation. Content creation on LinkedIn will push you further than you can ever expect it to. What I want to do, let me just give expo. I've already ordered like a ring light, a phone stand, and everything. I want to start creating videos for LinkedIn, telling people, okay, just create tutorial videos. This is how you optimize this for your business. This is how you do this for your business. Now, this is how it will work. Many people, I applied for a job abroad and I've forgotten the country, but I didn't get the job. But the recruiter herself sent me a mail. Was like, she was really amazed by my LinkedIn profile. I really amazed by my LinkedIn profile. But the only thing that did not make me get the job is that we are not really aligned in our goals. My experience is in another industry, not in their industry.
Okay.
And also get social proof for your skills. Get social proof. Me as a digital marketer, I went to Google. There's these skill shop certifications. I have about 15 certificates in just search engine marketing. Like about 3 more from HubSpot. So you see my profile. This is how it works. You see my bio. You see my profile. You come down to certification. You see more 15 plus. And you're like, wait, what
What
has it
is
been up
going
to?
on?
You check and you
Yeah.
see big names like Google, HubSpot.
Relevant.
Huh? So you
I
see,
said
by then you
relevant,
already
like
get
relevant certifications to
relevant
what
stuff.
you
You already
do.
get it told. Then recommendations, like you said, you now come and see a recommendation. Then also you now go to your post. You see you have content explaining what you do and helping them. Tell me, why would you get passed over?
Yeah.
It's and again, most people don't know that you don't just apply to 5 jobs and sit down. My current goal now, I have an income target I want to hit before the end of the year, and my current goal is to apply to 200 jobs. I'm currently bogged down with a project now that I said
Interesting.
I've not applied up to 20 jobs. I've not applied up to 20 jobs, and I've already gotten 6 jobs. I've had like about 10 interviews. So
Nice.
this thing, like
You're
I keep
close.
saying it, when you do not take, like I know somebody here, somebody that is listening now, will still go home and sit down. I wish I can find code that will flog you, still go
And
home
wipe
and
the
sit down.
neck, right? Thank you.
Seriously, because the thing is,
Awesome.
the thing is, like you can. There's this. I would like to end on
In
this note.
wrapping up, even.
Yeah, okay. I would like to end on this note. There's the edit button. So you doesn't have to be perfect first. You can always hit edit. After
Absolutely.
2 days, edit. You can always hit edit.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
see, jobs are being posted every day. I get like 30 job alerts, like you said, like 30 job
Yeah.
alerts on just social media management, not on content writing or copywriting. Those are different sections of what I do, but just at least every day 30. So if you feel not the first 2, there's 28 more. You can keep
Absolutely.
optimizing and hit this thing for 1 month. If you don't get a job,
And
come and
just
flog me.
see the
I'll give you
traction.
my location. So that is it. So one last thing though. When you are about posting or editing something, I learned this trick for Instagram. Engage the platform for like 30 minutes. Go around, like, comment here and there for just 30 minutes. Then
Okay.
post. Is there something it does to the algorithm? It sees you as not just someone who's coming there to drop content, but someone who's
But
interacting
active.
with their platform. They created this platform so these platforms can be used. And the algorithm is built to favor accounts that use the platform.
Actually.
So one last tip. Google, if I don't know if you can quickly Google keyword planner. You talk about
Okay.
SEO and keyword. That's an very easy thing you can use. It shows you search engine marketing. Like now, if you Google my name, Ada Ebenezer, Adahebenizer, the first 5 results are talking about my LinkedIn,
Nice.
my
Not someone else's conversation about you, but yours
no,
about you. I love
like
it.
4 of them are about me. Then
Yeah.
the last one I think is about Facebook and a list of other events as compared, and I'm top. If you
Even please,
search
you
my
should be in my DM. Please, we need to do a lot of optimization. Please,
if you
as a thought leader, I need to be positioned that right.
if you
Please.
if you search my
Nice
name on
one.
LinkedIn, if you search
Yeah.
my name on LinkedIn right now, I'm like the number. You will see my name is the number one search.
Yeah.
Like just search the name other events, and my name will appear as number one. There's no like
Yeah.
I can beat my chest and be like I've beaten that one. Now all
Mm.
I need to do now is just create content, and I'll come here and tell you that okay, we just closed a deal of about $10,000 with a company. This is how it works. I'll still say this thing: just do something, get action yourself. You can hear all this here and still not do anything, and it will not move you.
Absolutely.
You will just get
Absolutely.
hyped up, and 30 minutes
And
after you
after
will
that,
forget.
it dies down.
Get started. Write things you want to do right now. Yeah.
Awesome, Eben. That was beautiful. Thank you. Guys, please appreciate Eben for me. Thank you so
Thank you
much. I
so
love
much.
that. No fluff, zero fluff, straight
Thanks
to
so
the
much for
point.
having me.
Actionable points. You're welcome and thank you for joining. I just decided to ask randomly at the back end, and I'm so glad that you decided to say you do this with me. I appreciate it. And I hope that anytime I call again, if we have anything like this, you'll be willing. Of course, this session is for the next 30 days. It might not be up to 30 days because I want to keep it within the work week, Mondays to Friday, and by the end of August, I'm done. I could move on to other things, but it's a challenge, and I'm glad that at least we're able to just really give back a little bit from our own knowledge and experience and some of the things that we've experienced as professionals. Thank you so much, Eben. I appreciate it. Just to mention some of the comments that I've seen as well. I see Jubai said, okay, so what is the big deal about Upwork? I have done most of what has been mentioned about LinkedIn on it, but not gotten any jobs yet, even after using more contact on biddings. So this is for Upwork then, because when you talk about biddings, we don't bid on LinkedIn. And one of the things I wanted to mention before I come to this question, one of the things you can also do on LinkedIn that will help is in terms of you reaching out to recruiters as well. Make the right connections, like you said. One thing I've turned off on I don't need so much followers on LinkedIn. I've turned it off. You cannot connect with me. You can follow me. Okay, I don't need so much connect. Like that thing you said that your connect are your friends. No, you can't connect with me again except you go through the second route. And it's not everyone who knows how to connect with people. If their connect option is turned off, mine is turned off. You can only follow me. That's okay. Because I'm trying to ensure that my connection remains relevant. It remains the right people, the people that I need in terms of my global exposure and visibility. And that's why you see people reach out to me. Even myself, I've missed out 2 opportunities just this last week because I'm not in the country of the opportunity. But it was telling me something powerful. It was telling me something positive that, oh, I'm actually doing something right. People in other countries are seeing my profile. Some of them, like the last one was the UK. Obviously, she said, oh, so sorry, you cannot proceed. We thought you were in the UK. Why did you think I was in the UK? Because she saw a UK experience on my profile. So I would have gotten the opportunity if I was not in Nigeria. So, but what am I saying? You want to be visible about what you do, who you've worked on. If you don't loud your own noise, who then will loud it for you? Another thing I wanted to mention. Even, please, you wanted to say something? Please go ahead.
I'm like, blow your trumpet. I beg. There's nothing like you are being humble about your experience. There's nothing like you are being humble about your experience. Blow your trumpet.
Yeah.
One thing I tried recently, because I tried treating like a game of testing. I saw a job opportunity. I applied. Then most people go for interviews. I'm talking about the second stage. Go for interviews or connect with companies without researching the companies.
Of course.
Like,
so when you come, what are you going to say about them? You've not done your homework.
Like I've done it with 2 brands and I've gotten the jobs. I researched them. Then I came to the interview with the mind, I'm coming to help these people. So their core goals, I identified it. One of them was a startup that wanted to connect with other brands. I said, okay, I write CVs and resumes. I already solved the problems you are looking out to solve.
Yeah.
And I just did directly what they wanted. And
of course,
the interview got with gist.
Yeah.
Because they're like, this guy is so into what we do already. The second one was with a music studio. It's an industry I've not even entered at all before. And what I did was immediately I sent my application. I went to their Instagram, saw their videos, and I'm like, oh, these guys do awesome stuff. I was genuinely amazed at what they did. Then I sent a follow-up email. I was like, I hope this sounds very unprofessional, but I just want to say you guys are doing a very good work. I'm really like enthusiastic about this work and would love to be on this platform.
Yeah.
They replied me like 30 minutes, 1 hour later, will be like, thank you very much. We'll consider your application. Automatically, they are looking at my application first.
Of course. So by the time they see the name, they can connect it. Awesome.
Exactly. And
awesome.
Like,
thank
another
you.
one, they were like, okay, like it's not hard.
Yeah.
It's not hard. Serious. It can be complicated if you're coming in new, but just try. That's
just try. That's the key word. Just try. Thank you so much, Eben. I appreciate that.
Okay.
In wrapping up this session, because I mean, usually I like to end between 8:30 to 8:45. It's usually a 45-minute session, but we did a little bit of overshooting. But I think we still kept it on time because this is 8:44, and I want to appreciate everyone that has joined. Just to mention one or two comments that I saw. So in terms of CV, yes, I agree with you. Different resumes work for different countries. Like I mentioned yesterday when I started, my LinkedIn, even as an entry level, was almost 4 pages. My LinkedIn is just, I mean, my resume was 4 pages as an entry level professional. Now my CV is just 2 pages. I've refined it over the years. I used to have a CV with a picture, and a lot of people will still tell you, oh, it's a good thing. But I've worked enough with international brands now to know that it's unnecessary to even have my picture on my CV. As of last year, it was a big deal because for Nigerian employers, it's so good, it's so fascinating. They can see your picture. They have an idea of who they're about to have an interview with. It's sweet. But now with my experience with international brands, I noticed that, Oga, cut the chase. We don't need that. Yes. So just keep it simple. Some will even say, send your CV in a Word format. You know, the idea is send it in a PDF. So different countries, different organizations with their preferences. So you want to study that as well. In fact, different industry with their specification. If you're in tech, core tech, and you are sending your CV, and you're not including your GitHub link, you're not including the link to your profile, not the name of your LinkedIn profile, but the link that I can just click on your profile. You're not, in fact, everybody should have that. You're stressing me as an HR. Your GitHub link should be there where I can see what you worked on. Your LinkedIn profile should be linked on your LinkedIn, on your resume. I just click on it. So these are tips that would help you. It makes your life easier, and it helps you in making great connections. So you want to reset the countries and the organizations you're making the connection with. But back to Upwork conversation, like Jumai asked. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. Big sis, my big sis is here. Thank you so much, Ma, for joining. I see you guys joining. Thank you so much. Upwork is a different territory. It's similar to LinkedIn, like we've been saying for the past 2 days. But to connect, or you're not getting job, then there's something you're not doing right. Okay, Eben, I want to close it now just so that I can have a full view of the screen. But thank you so much.
There's no problem.
We'll see at the back end, right? Don't leave the live, or you're here,
I
so
will
don't go anywhere.
I'm still here. I'm here to the end. I want
Awesome.
to be here.
Thank you so much. We'll see at the back end. Thank you.
Okay.
So this conversation about Upwork, there has to be something you're not doing right. And it's only you that can figure that out. We've had sessions, and we're still going to have sessions about Upwork. We started with the Upwork, overview of Upwork as a whole. And then we talked about getting your account approved, possibly before the end of this 30 days challenge. We'll still talk about strategies, how to get the jobs, right? All of those things, there had to be something you're not doing right on Upwork. It's a platform just like LinkedIn. If you're not getting jobs on LinkedIn, there's something you're not doing right. And one of the advantages of adulthood is the audacity to believe in yourself. But beyond that, the audacity to tell yourself the truth. Like, I'm not doing enough. I need to do something. I need to change something. There has to be something I'm not getting wrong. It's good to know that you don't know. Tell us what we're not doing right. I've been saying it all along. That's what I've been shouting. Okay, one of the sessions I'm going to have, maybe specifically, what you're probably doing wrong on Upwork. If you don't know that, if you don't know something, it's bad enough that you don't know. But if you don't know that you don't know, then you're in trouble. That's trouble. So you want to go for more knowledge, go for more research, right? There are so many reasons why you're not doing it right. I talked about proposals. I talked about your profile. And for people who have tried all of these things, there had to be something else you're not doing right. Check your pricing. Do you want to start with $15 when you can probably reduce it? Or you want to start with $50 when you can reduce it to $30 just to get an entry? The goal is to have at least start with one client. From there, you have enough experience. So there are a lot of things you probably are doing wrong. And that we can be ticking off one after the other. He said, that's why we have you. Yes. If you want more details, come to my coaching class. But I'm sharing enough. It could be your profile. It could be your portfolio. Check your sector. And sometimes let's tell ourselves the truth. Sometimes the game you're playing or the sector you're playing is very saturated. So they have a lot of people who are doing what you are doing. So the question is, why should a client come to you when they've seen 100 people before you? So we have to tell ourselves the truth. And so does that mean you should live where you are? No. But what can you do to stand you out? What can you add to your own profile that make you different? What can you package, put together that will make you stand out in the application? When can you apply that would fast track your the process of the client seeing your application first? And I say this in my coaching class. I tell my students, when you apply matters, not how you apply, but when you apply also matters. Because on Upwork, there are proposals, and a lot of people will send proposals, but there's a number, there's a threshold that I give, that if it is more than this, don't bother yourself, because it doesn't mean it might not happen, but the chance of them seeing your profile and having time to look at it, the chances become slim, because you've allowed a lot of people apply before you. So there are jobs you should not bother wasting your connect on, because they've probably seen enough. They just want to look at more random profiles and then have the interview. So you want to look at when you apply. Do you apply when the proposal is up to 50 already? Do you apply when only 10 people have applied for the job, or 15 people, or 5 people? Do you wake up at night, look at the time zone, the US hour, when do they start their class? Okay, you can send me a DM, please. Please, I need to join your coaching class, please. That's fine. Please just send me a DM. That's fine. Why Diamond Event Dallas? Awesome, sis. Let's meet in the DM. So I tell people the time zones are different. So when they are waking up in Dallas, it's probably when you are, maybe you're already in the afternoon. The time is 7 hours, 6 hours difference. So you want to work with their time zones as well. Like, okay, when would a typical job, a company, an organization, a client who is international, they're not in Nigeria, when is the time they will get up to apply for a job? You should be sleeping. But if you want to get ahead of other people, you should not be sleeping. My people know me. Some of them are here. I'm chatting 1 a.m. I'm still sending something on WhatsApp, sending requests. Oh, guys, we need to do this. And I want to tell me, what are you doing awake? My system is so used to their time zone that I'm literally living in 2 time zones. It's stressful, I'm not going to lie. And that's why sometimes I'm sleeping in the afternoon, Nigerian time. I don't work with you guys' time again, please. I'm no longer in Nigeria. But that's it pretty much. There's a lot to unpack there. Today is the longest. Wow. Hey, let me be going home. I have tried. Thank you so much, guys, for being a part of this. If you have any question, please, this is the time to ask. I could still give the next 10 minutes for questions. This is already 8:51, so we can as well wrap up by 9. Just drop your question. We can take the next 5 minutes to address it. But if there is none, we'll probably shut down. Tomorrow we move again. Tomorrow we move again. Friday, we're having a conversation. Friday session is going to be power packed. Tomorrow is going to be power packed as well. Friday, if I can remember, the conversation is around pivoting. You know, I'm having a guest who is, don't leave us, I'm leaving. No, I have a guest who is an entertainment lawyer, but he's also in the creative space. How did he pivot? Did he really pivot? Is it combining both? So sometimes you have passion and you're working on something else, and you have a question that to maximize this gig economy, to position myself right, do I combine them? Do I leave one for one? Do I pursue my passion? Do I understand where I want to play? So I'm going to make sure that the rest of all of this conversation is power-packed, is dynamic, is expansive. There's a lot of coverage covering every part of, you know, our work life, our business online, our business, our physical businesses, and whatever it is that we do. And we just ensure that it is end-to-end and it's solid and complete. So that's what we're going to be doing. Tomorrow, please be a part of this again, 8 p.m., Friday, 8 p.m. and then till next week again, Monday. I'm going to be having a lot of guests, and I'm hoping that, you know, people would be would learn something, would be blessed. Yeah, let me use the word. Thank you so much, sis Eshima. Thank you so much for joining. I enjoyed every bit of the lecture. Yay! I made you proud. Thank you, Ma Eshego. Guys, I guess we don't have any question. That was a solid one. Then thank you so much, guys, for joining. I appreciate this. I'm really grateful for having you guys here from the beginning to the end of the session. I think I enjoyed myself. Eben, thank you also for coming up. Thank you so much, guys. If you've not followed me as well, just so that you get the notification, please let's follow each other. Once I see your follow, I follow you as well, just so that when we go live, in case you don't get to see the flyers and the posts on time, because a lot of people say, we didn't see the post on time. Is Instagram algorithm, they are not showing you everybody's post. So at least you get the notification that so person is going live. But thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you. I see all the love. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. So we'll be shutting down this till tomorrow, 8 p.m. same time, same face, same background. I guess I'll be here, except I'm in another location, but no, this is the location. So same time, same face you're going to be seeing. And I'm going to be seeing you all. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night rest. See you 8 p.m.